Good. Good boy. Is it recording? So one of the things we're working on as we go around, basically my main goal is just to expose him to some of the construction noise that's going on, vehicle noise, and just kind of random weird things. Big part of socialization is making sure that we expose guys at this age to those things in a positive way. Also, we're hopefully going to encounter some people that want to do some polite greetings. He's already met at least 3 other people so far on our walk, which has been great. Reinforcing keeping 4 on the floor. And then we're going to do a little bit of leash work as well. So he's on a slip leash. I'm going to kind of insist or help him to stay on one side of my body. So for this walk, I'm going to pick my left side, and I'm going to kind of imagine this like small bubble around my side. And anytime he leaves that bubble, whether he's going kind of shooting behind me or cutting out in front, I'm going to use leash pressure. And I'm only going to have that leash tight or have him feel pressure. Good. Little truck noise going on. Anytime he leaves that bubble. And as soon as he comes back in the bubble, the leash pressure should come off. So this is tactile communication that we're talking about. And dogs communicate and understand tactile communication very, very well, as long as it's very clear and consistent with how we're using it. So, good job. Right there. Yeah, you want to say hi?
Yeah.
Say hi.
I got a 75-pound mastiff in the car.
Oh, man. You'd be a snack for that guy. Good job.
How old?
He's 2 months.
What's that say? Not real.
Yes, he's just a wee little lad.
Handsome.
He thinks you're handsome. Thank you. Good job. So right here, just a little leash pressure on. Good. And releasing it as soon as he starts to walk forward. He's kind of behind me right now, so I'm going to use a little bit of leash. Good. And release it when he's in that bubble again. So at this age, I don't expect him to have a high threshold or tolerance for being able to go very far on the leash. Good. So lots of just communication when he's correct right here. So a little leash pressure here and release the leash pressure. Good. Good boy. Little leash pressure here. Good. And release it when he's at my side. I'm not too worried about him lagging behind me right now. Like I said, for a short little walk for him is... There we go. We're going to get out of the way of the car here. Good job. Good boy. All right. Let's go back. Good. So we've got some demolition going on over here that I just kind of wanted to walk by and expose him to. Leash pressure here. Good. Leash pressure here. Good. And I'm releasing it if I'm putting on that pressure. As soon as he starts to yield and walk towards me, I'm releasing that pressure. So pressure here, releasing it. Good. And you can see when I give him that leash, he's more inclined to come all the way towards me. Good. So he's checking that out. I want to see, like, you can see him. Yes, good. I'm going to pay him for looking, checking that out. He's also making space for himself, which is a really kind of advanced skill. Good. You notice that your puppy is getting a little bit nervous about something. Helping them make space is really important so that they learn to do it on their own. It's something that a lot of dogs struggle with. Good. So right here, I'm just paying him for calmly watching and then orienting back to me. Good boy. He's doing very good with that. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Yeah. Perfect. So we're just going to walk a little bit more. I'm going to go kind of in a circle and head back to the studio because honestly, this is a lot and he's already had really big play sessions. So he's probably very on his way to being overworked and tired. And training sessions ideally are really just 10 minutes long max for these guys at this age. So lots of small but frequent. There we go. We're going to leave that. Good boy. And so right there where he was inclined to kind of pick up that trash, I want to do that again. Let's see if I can kind of walk him over it. If he leaves it alone completely, good. So I'm going to mark him good when he leaves it alone, but I'm not going to pay him. I'm going to walk by it again, leave it. Good boy. Now I'm going to pay him. So that's a good example of how we can kind of work on some of those encounters. Anytime my dog's making a mistake, ideally I want to kind of fix it in the moment and then reset that scenario in such a way that your puppy's most likely going to make the right choice in the second or third time you attempt it. He's doing really good here. I'm just ever so slightly putting some pressure on here and letting go, and he kind of starts to leave that little bubble that we talked about. Good. So right here, a little pressure, and ideally he has a nice U in the leash when he's with me. So right here he's getting a little pressure, ding, ding. And we call these active releases. I'm kind of pulling and letting go. Good. Good. And I'm kind of using my fingertips here on the leash, pulling and letting go. Good boy. Until he kind of figures out how to get back into that bubble. He sees a little dog over there. Good. Hi. Oh, hey, it's Renee. I was like, hi. Woo, you want to say hi? Oh, you're good. We're out here for that. You say hi?